You are completing your military service and considering making the Imperial Armed Forces your home. Or are you thinking of pausing your house membership to choose service under arms? The Imperial Fleet, the Imperial Navy, and the Imperial Orbital and Ground Forces offer over 200 different career paths. It does not matter whether you are a simple client or already a fully trained immuner. The Crown will ensure you receive the best education and training. Today, we are accompanying the 5th, 7th and 12th classes of the Imperial Orbital Forces, as well as the 3rd and 5th formations of the Imperial Fleet, during exercise Gladius Cinis in the Narsut system. In total, around 11,000 members of the armed forces are practicing landings on the desert planet, securing settlements and engaging enemy troops. Abandoned villages are used for this, and autonomous training drones are deployed as simulated enemies. The exercise lasts almost a full tertial, as the mobilization and deployment of troops from various parts of the Empire to the maneuver site is part of the operation. Overall command of the forces lies with Tribune Kaiser Sarek, who is also the permanent commander of the 3rd Imperial Fleet, based in the Gladius system.
We are currently in orbit around Narsut Primaris, one of the oldest colonies of the Empire. In the skies of this otherwise sleepy enclave, 94 ships of all sizes and classes are arriving, from Akhinnae-class warships to Monitor-class escorts with as few as 5 officers aboard. A key part of the maneuver involves the specialized ships of the orbital forces, Equa-class orbital bombers, Tempestus-class siege ships, Fluvius-class frigates capable of atmospheric descent, and of course, Neragan-class landing craft, which enable powerful and flexible force projection. The landing ships lack their own fold coils and are therefore brought in by Estes-class fold carrier ships. They deliver tanks, troops, drones, and atmospheric fighters to the surface. The landing zones are secured in advance by numerous ECM drones, which enable safe transporter descent. Troops are rapidly assembled, and forward outposts are established. Meanwhile, orbital bombers and frigates attack enemy positions. At the same time, hover tank formations prepare to advance into operational areas still controlled by the enemy. The 3rd Manipel of the 5th classes dispatches a cohort to the settlement of Tyrias, where several hundreds of autonomous training units have entrenched themselves.
We are accompanying 125 soldiers under the command of Optio Unias Verulus. His cohort includes engineering tanks, armored troop transports, battle tanks, anti-air units, ECM units, artillery, and an elite unit of the Limitani. The Limitani are highly autonomous skirmishers who conduct reconnaissance while distracting and weakening enemy positions. The Limitani's attack on this simulated enemy outpost triggers several airstrikes against the main convoy, which the air defense neutralizes. The Optio orders the cohort to divide into 5 ordo to encircle the settlement in a pincer movement. Even during the night watch, the soldiers of the ordo remain alert. The next morning, the assault on Tyrias begins. It is initiated by siege ships in orbit, which continuously bombard the enemy's defensive positions. The heavy Annona-class battle tanks, Falx-class artillery tanks, and fast Melis-class tanks work in tandem to fire on fortified positions, vehicles, and enemy facilities. Ares-class landing ships and Custos-class armoured troop transports move in to deploy 10 filets, each with 10 soldiers, into the settlement. The reconquest is practiced house by house, with the goal of rescuing as many civilians as possible.
After about 2 hours, Tirias has been cleared of enemy units and the support units are moving into the captured settlement. While the landing ships evacuate the civilians who have been rescued, the engineering units establish a mobile field hospital and begin fortifying the settlement. Mobile turrets and decoys are deployed, while drones commence surveillance of the operational zone. From another landing zone, 2 squadrons of interdictor fighters are en route to Tirias. The Limitani have identified a relief force of autonomous enemy drones attempting to recapture Tirias. The attack occurs at night. The interdictors arrive in time to eliminate an entire assault wave. The enemy's core reserve force, held back until then, is spotted by the Limitani, and an orbital strike is requested. An orbital bomber drops 4 kinetic bunker busters onto the enemy positions. Immediately after, an atmospheric frigate unleashes over 30,000 rounds of ammunition and more than 200 missiles in a flyover, completely shredding the enemy stronghold.
After 6 days on the ground, the exercise comes to an end, and the soldiers are granted 2 cycles of shore leave, which they will spend in Irius or Narsut city. After that, they return to orbit, and then to the Gautus system.
Service under arms may last 5, 10, 15, or 20 years. For every 5 years of service, subjects of the Empire receive, in addition to their pay, elevation to the next household tier. Serve the Empire and serve yourself. Apply for military service. For the Empress.